It is the 10th of September. Actually, I think it's the 11th of September. It's the 10th? All right, so this is going to be part 2 of seeking medical care in Mexico. It is about to be 7 o'clock. I'm about to go downstairs. Hopefully, my driver's here to come take me to the hospital. And he just sent me a message, and I had to translate it because I don't know what that last word means. So I'm going to go downstairs, and I'm going to just pretty much vlog my experience with the whole hospital and getting taken care of.
I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that. I like that.
Thank you so much.
Look, wave, tapped in. Lately my life had a fast man, but it's ass plan. Fight for my life with the brass hands, and I still ball with a bad hand. Got an aerial point of view, but they'll never see the big picture through zoom lens. From the quicksand, make it push start, type of band's coupe with the tent plan. I'm back on my bender rolls for the kicks. They quick to give them 2 cents, but my circle tight like we glued hands. Like I don't believe in new friends. Trail light, I know the ice thin. I drop the song, get a few wins. I crave the comfort in my own skin. Really, I just wanna feel the world spin. If I check, watch me double that. I get it lit, I watch it bubble up. Remember opening for shows, no a show, but I'm cool.
So right now, I am actually, they were waiting for me when I got here, and I just put out some paperwork. I hope you guys can hear this because there's a fan above me. But now I'm just waiting. They said that since I got here early, I'm just waiting to go back to my seat.
Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. I can't get no sleep, living in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now I think that everything might be alright, okay. These days I get replays, blue faces, how I decorated the loose page. Remember how I used to serve the plate, clean the food tray, working 8 to 4 from Tuesday through the weekdays. Hustle evenings at the stool off Highway 92 in Haywood, always running just a few late. Tucking a new game, back to the crib and I color in new ways. Wielded a new blade, but the budget tied me down like shoestrings. Collected the loose change, those were the days that made me.
I just went in and got 2 x-rays done. I got one on my knee, calf itself, and then one on my leg. I did record a little bit of it, but now I'm back in the waiting room, waiting for my ultrasound.
Am I on or something, or am I reaching to be validated? Instead I get told from the parking space, why do it feel like I could have a vote for the ominous faces? The art I won't save us. I thought the ground was for the breaking. Look like it's all overrated. Yeah, like it's all overrated. Like it's all overrated to me. Like it's all overrated to me. I can't get no sleep, living in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah. I can't get no sleep, living in the weeks. Life is bittersweet, I can't really explain it, but it's everything I need. At least for now I think that everything might be alright, okay, yeah.
So I'm finally back at the place that we're staying at. So basically, the hospital was different. This was a private hospital, and you didn't get that, or I didn't get that. Fix this. I didn't get that hospital feel like in America. You walk in and it's just like, it just smells like a hospital, like hospital chemicals and stuff. But this didn't smell like that. I walked in, actually walked into the wrong area. I guess it's a medical building, but the hospital is part of that. So I walked in and the security guard was like, okay, the hospital where you're trying to go is that way. They didn't take my temperature. I didn't put hand sanitizer on. And it was like, I don't know. I kind of felt like if I was at like my cousin's house and there were people there, because there were other people there. I guess there was one patient there, and then there was like that were just chilling on the couches. So anyway, they were expecting me because they knew who I was when I walked in, and I just had to fill out a little slip with my information on it so they could input into their system. I went back into my x-ray first. They did an x-ray of my knee, and then I came back to the waiting area, and they called me back again, and they did an ultrasound on my kneecap. So they really didn't speak a lot of English, but they did speak a little bit of English, but thank God for Google Translate, because it definitely was a lifesaver. So I was there, I got there like 7:15. My appointment was at 7:30. It's now 10 o'clock, so I've been home for about 15 minutes. So I was there for like 2.5 hours, which really isn't bad because in American hospital, you probably will be there super longer. So I didn't have to pay for anything at all. I had travel insurance. I highly recommend travel insurance. I had GeoBlue. GeoBlue has been so good, so wonderful. They have been negotiating, calling places, emailing places, back and forth, asking for my recommendations, and they don't just like book a doctor unless like you're okay with it. They're like, okay, well, this is what we have. If you want to, we'll go ahead, we'll negotiate everything. So they do all the negotiation. All you gotta do is show up and get whatever you're, doing done. And in my first video, if you did see it, when Dr. 24 came to the house, I didn't pay for anything. I had the medication I got, it's like right here. I got a shot in the first video. And then he gave me a diagnosis as well, right here. And then I just had to send a copy of that to GeoBlue, and then they forward this copy over to the hospital. But what I will say is that before I left, I got this big old fancy schmancy manila envelope. In it was my x-ray right here. You can see my knee. Oh, it's a reflection of my life too. So this is my kneecap right here. Actually, it's backwards, so I'm gonna turn it around. It's my kneecap right here. Their first photo x-ray that they took. And then my second x-ray with my knee bent. They gave me that to take back with me, which is kind of cool because I don't think I've ever been to the ER and gotten x-rays where they actually gave me something to take back. You always have to pay if you want like a copy. And I've had x-rays before in high school when I broke my foot or sprained my foot. I think I broke it, I don't remember. And I had a cast for a while, and I had to wear crutches. And then I got a little smaller folder type notebook, and they gave me copies of my ultrasound. No baby here, just ultrasound of my kneecap. And you can see right here, I did question them on one of these, and I said, is that hole supposed to be there? It's actually this photo right here. I was like, is that hole supposed to be there in my knee? But they said that there was no major damage done to my kneecap, that I have fluid that's not draining out in my kneecap, which is probably because of my autoimmune issues. So when I get back to the States, I am going to see my doctor. I have an appointment on the 20th, so I am going to bring this document stuff. Actually, I need to put this in this folder too. With me so they can see it, and of course they're probably going to send me to do their own x-rays and ultrasound. And then also they gave me this nice little printout, and it has my name on it, the time, the ultrasound tech, and everything, what equipment they use at the hospital, and then it has the diagnosis at the bottom, which is I'm not even going to attempt to say it. Maybe I should. It's in Spanish. Hematoma and pterolateral ligamentos, and some other Spanish words that I can't even pronounce. But basically, it's just inflammation, and I need to follow up with my doctor to see what type of care I'm going to need to get my knee back to where it should be. But I still think that maybe because of the inflammation is why my knee really hurts, and maybe, I don't know, I just feel like it's so tight and it's dented. There's like a huge line of dentation, and it's getting dark in that area. And I think because it has a dent in it, and the swelling is there, which is pulling on my skin. I don't know, but overall, I think, I think this experience has been amazing as far as the care that I received with GeoBlue and from the Mexican doctors down here in the Mexican hospital. It was good. I honestly have no complaints, and like I said, GeoBlue was really amazing. They were on their game. They were in constant contact and everything. Everything was yes, no, thorough sentences. It wasn't just a, hey man, what's up? And then nada, what you doing? Or something like that, nothing like that. It was full out sentences, and even on the phone, like I had to call twice, and they were very professional. They were very concerned. They wanted to make sure that as a customer that has purchased their travel insurance, that I was well taken care of. So if you are traveling, I highly suggest travel insurance. And as I mentioned before in my first video, I'm just not a person prone to accidents. I always play it safe. And at the last minute, I decided to get this travel insurance, and it was only, they have 2 different plans, and I didn't get the cheaper plan because although it covers pre-existing medical conditions, you had to wait like 6 months. So I ended up just getting the plan that cost $20 more, so I paid $103 for 2 people for the month. And with that plan, which is the choice, I believe, or maybe it's standard, I forget which one it is, but the more expensive one, you have to have regular health insurance in order to have that plan. So it all worked out for me, but I'm gonna cut this off because I need to go shower. And if you have any questions about GeoBlue or how I was able to get all this stuff and not pay anything, out of pocket, I paid $0. The only thing I paid was for the taxi cab to there and back, and that was 180 pesos, which is maybe like $7 there and back. And then the Dr. 24, he came here, so he did a house call, so I didn't have to pay anything. But thank you for watching, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Bye.